Hi, this is Jennifer Aline Graham, the blogger at healthyplace.com for speaking out about self-injury. As you've probably already noticed in the last few seconds of this blog, I have a nice little mark on my face. Nice little bruise. Yeah, it's really attractive, I know. I fell this weekend. My face and the ground caught me. And, of course, the initial thing I felt was pain. It's kind of associated with falling. However, I decided to kind of put my adventure and my scar into a video blog for you guys, because just this weekend, in realizing how much pain I'm in right now just from falling, made me realize how much pain self-injury caused to myself. And looking back, I know that when we're cutting or burning or scratching or scraping, the pain isn't really the main focus. We're doing it for different reasons. This kind of goes along with my Living with Ladders blog that you should check out. And we do it for different reasons. However, usually after the initial few marks, we look back and we kind of go, dang, why did we do that? It hurts. It does. And now we got to work on covering it. If we want to cover it, we got to do this, we got to do that. And thinking back, it does hurt. It does hurt after you do the mark. And sometimes we ignore it. Sometimes we like the pain. But after this weekend and feeling this pain, you guys, if you're still out there hurting yourselves, it's not worth the pain. It's not worth the scars. Sure, scars do tell a story. They tell us about our past and that we've moved forward. However, some scars you don't want. Some scars you don't want to remember about because that moment was too intense. I'm not saying that this moment was intense. However, that scar I'm not going to want. It's not one of those that I want. And this was an accident. However, it made me realize that, those marks and those scars that I still have, you have to think past what you're doing. You have to stop and you have to tell yourself, all right, this is going to feel good. It's going to give you a euphoric feeling for maybe a day, a few hours, maybe a few minutes. But what happens after that? What happens when you need another coping skill? And that's the only one you have. What are you going to do? Are you going to be bandaging up your arms or your thighs? Are you going to be putting Neosporin on yourself because of what you did and how you regret it and are upset that that's what you did? You have to think. This blog is really just about thinking before you act. I shouldn't have tried to get a piggyback ride and then realized that the piggy wasn't ready and the ground was. You have to think before you make the mark. And that's really what this is about. We all know this. We're smart enough to know this about ourselves, that what we're doing isn't okay. It's been 5 years, and like I've said before, to this day, I still think about it as a coping skill. And I tell myself every day it's not worth it. So think. Think before you act. That is what I'm coming out and saying to you guys today. This is going to scar. I have other scars. But you don't want all of them. You don't want to remember all those sad, scary moments. And think about that before you make the mark. So it's my blog today. And I thank you for listening. And continue to follow me on healthyplace.com. Also, check out my book, Noon, on Amazon.com, Nook, and Kindle. Thanks, guys.